Yeah, so in any tier, okay, to be frank, right? To a platform ni want to be just from bad. Most of them at the time. That's why you see that. Oh, I know about all of them. There's because in controversy, even my story one phone. Bunch just from bad. In my story one phone. So now your daddy, okay, wo gba tó fi wà pẹ̀lú mi, okay, mi ò rí bí èèyàn burúkú. I don't seem like a bad person. He may be hiding his character. Tó gbogbo gbà yẹn àwa là ń ṣe ti bàbá kí àwọn eléyìí tó dé. Àwa ní the guardian angel tó gàdá lọ́ba lórí afẹ́fẹ́ wọn bí yáyàn. Èmi ni the first person tí mo sọ pé Baba Mohbad is the father of the year. Torí however body bí ara bá ṣe wá ń gbà yẹn láṣẹ máa, so I understand what they are doing. Gbogbo nǹkan tó ń ṣe mi ò bínú sí wọn. The only person tó yẹ kí mo ń call out sometimes is Muyiwa, Gurexin àti Baba Mohbad to do some certain needful. But àwọn missing ń ká wọn lára pé why do you mention Baba? Why do you mention Gurexin? I want to defend. But look at the questions I'm asking those guys. Is it something they can relate to or relate with? They can relate with those things, right? So now, Baba young daddy yẹn, understand? Torí gbogbo wọn lẹ́ẹ̀kan máa sọ nípa gbogbo wọn mẹ́rin. Dé orí kọfí, tètè dé orí ìyàwó mi orí kọfí, àṣìmá dé orí yẹn náà. Tó ti di ìyá aláta, sorry just for Mohbad. Kọfí, mo sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ gẹ́gẹ́, tí ò bá sá lọ. Tí o bá sá lọ lórí àpè ó máa tún díẹ̀ báyìí ni torí mo ti sọ fún ẹ the first day tó lọ try nonsense yẹn pẹ̀lú mi I told you mo ní o sọ pé ẹ̀mí ẹgbẹ́ nǹkan tó ń ṣe yìí o sọ pé ẹ̀mí yàrá ìyá ẹgbẹ́ nǹkan tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ yìí I told you that day but I'll just be watching you and be laughing I'll be looking at you like a fool bí ẹni tó mọ nǹkan tó ń ṣe. So now, to York Daddy, one thing Timothy appreciate all the time till today, he was part of those to we really stood for Baba Mohbad. Okay, Jackie and con rubbish man, especially on Instagram and different places, and that was the best option at the time. You know, that was the best thing to do at the time, right? To support any grieving and helpless man, any grieving or bereaved parents who is helpless. It's good for those of you who are more better to come and show support until they become better. When they become better and they cannot think well like normal person, hey, you cannot begin to question them and hold them accountable like what I was doing. So now, I only go to the main point. It's that time at sorry, I can't do better. I can't do better. This is not something. J4M is not an dating, so don't expect it to all end one day. Okay, story to go. So unless you don't want to hear it this way, you understand. If you don't want to hear it this way, maybe another day. Okay, but let me just say, let's continue on this basis. So now, Baba, you know, one good thing, Timothy like anything, farabalẹ̀ díẹ̀, observe that is York Daddy. Nínú gbogbo wọn bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. Okay. Olórí burúkú ni but òun farabalẹ̀ all them are observe and he learned a lot from my platform. Gbogbo nǹkan tá à ń ṣe nígbà yẹn bí a ṣe wà so serious so desperate profiling solution he was part of all those things. Tó òun náà kọjá lọ tẹ́lẹ̀ ni he was passing and he saw our activity, what we were doing, and he loved it and he joined. And I would say all the time that he was on my platform, at some point I was now advising them, Elomashi platform, you know, so that we will have, you know, bigger voices, by just 1 or 2 platforms. I encouraged them, that leadership platform. But I'm going to pray the same people that I'm building up will now later go and gang up and now be coming after me. Shall I be scientists here to look on robots? All those robots, I want to gang up, I want to pass scientists. So now, right, where the things started going southwards, where I started losing relationship with them, right, is inquest already started. And necessary questions were not asked at the inquest. We expected David Fadili to have put it before the magistrate that everybody in the house should be present at the coroner inquest, and all those that were, 24 hours within Mohbad's death, and those that were there at the point of his death, all of them, Kuramet hospitals, all of them should be subpoenaed. Right? And also, the lawyer also had rights to tell Corona to call for forensic. Yes, they can establish forensic, right? They are doing investigation, don't forget. They are doing investigation. And at the same time, they are working with any kind of evidence that will help them, in their conclusion. For them to go do, for them to be able to go do autopsy and toxicology. Autopsy is not inquiry. Coroner inquiry is an inquiry panel, fact-finding panel, where they want to know what's up. So it is fact-finding, and at the same time, it also supports investigation, right? Yes. Evidences, investigation. So they could have called for all those things there. Inquest was the right place to have even called for that forensic at some point. So those things were not done. So there were now growing concerns among members of the public, right? And all that time, I didn't know. They said there was around that December 2023, they said there was a group, want to form group laying. Because of where I'm coming from, the experience I've had in dealing with people, I said me only ever balance a group. Group. That's why you will never see them bring my chat. Okay, Papariano buy me chat. You can never see that nonsense. Ever would go shit on bara one shit. I love the message. Like attack bit, grace agbit, left and right. Can you guys? You asking myself, wait, what cause? Kilo for bad if what cause of this nonsense? Kilo for bullshit, shikiri, What do chop us off when? It's crazy. It's nonsense. Sure you get. So me, right from time, right, I have been on the outside. That's why they don't like me. Mama Hama. Right? I mean, it's also, it's a gentle guy. Gures is a gentle guy. The only issue to Monica Gures in the you have to tell Bam about the truth. Okay? This man may not be in his best thinking. Or look at you. You're educated, you are learning, you're exposed. I mean, look at all the solution people are bringing. You are with this man 24 hours.
Yes.
Say you guys don't discuss just from Mohbad after you guys leave TikTok. Because he's always sleeping on TikTok. Oh my wa baby mole. Bobo konta ba sota ma she grace na bobo e sha ni. O de ma be mi nu atuma so be grace we are giving you an assignment as you are going no. Make sure you tell Baba agbodo se bayi owo kin se problem o. Owo kin se problem. We have the money. You know what Gracie machine? Go by Gracie Masari switch through the platform in by. Then I want him more encouraged because come and live here to a shame. Our log Joko Sibe. 20 basso Tony by. Although you sorry for using that word. But I mean
there's nothing to be sorry about.
So it's painful because even last time Batimo caused Belemo soften. Oh, try. Believe me. Now just that I want to buy share. They don't know what they are doing. Don't need. If they actually need justice, they will question everybody. Whoever cannot help, just stay away. Do not be there and be hindrance.
Yeah.
If you are there, you must be for a purpose. You must be for a purpose that you can account for. And it must be legit. Kitchen by force. So now, when we tell Gracie that this whatever I want to do, Gracie, in fact, sometimes we come back with lies. Just like I remember the time when I had issue with Odumosun. Okay. Anyway, lawyer Koko, David Fadile, could deliver an inquest. So one people could deliver an inquest. I want your continue group for the wrong battle. I want your be Supreme Iron Lady to work with Luada Foundation. Okay. So mo tún wá gbọ́ pé èmi gbọ́ ní Otubo bayin àti rí woman yẹn náà January the mo bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí rí woman yẹn. So then woman yẹn náà òun wá ní January according to her because she too she's fighting in her own capacity. So she now came, I know her in January. When she came, she now said say Ijesha tell mo pé account come out. Do we know that there exists an account that there's Wema Bank account, there's Access Bank account that people are contributing to? To me, because that was what I gave that advice. looking at our bad condition, I said we need to have 2 accounts in J4M. 1 account for anything J4M you want to contribute. In fact, even that point said, we said, can't we have one particular, statue of Mohbad in Ikorodu? Let's just, even if it's 7 feet tall or 8 feet tall, basic Ikorodu. When anybody see, they should remember Mohbad.
Yes.
Understand? Let it be reminiscent of justice. That justice. Let us immortalize this guy. Let us make him worth it. The money, everything is there. Kilo fat delay. It be the problem what you anyway. But kilo one fat delay. Once thing about the chatter from different angles, what you are, because you can't fat delay more. Yes. And if anything is causing delay, you can't suffer in buy new. But them one this one pay a lot contribute. Send your account. I'm a dawe pada phone. Sherry, imagine how would you feel? Imagine the host me. A kwa one you join the contribute a dawo. At the end about the conscience, no one pay no letter da. Pay send the one you can send account in pada phone. How would you feel? On one loan, big boya, and you force her justice for Mohbad. On one no be by force. Baba didn't invite you if you don't want to go. She the same Baba Mohbad of yesterday. Ti gbogbo ati aketa dúró fún on ló ń sọ yín àbí ẹ̀yin lẹ ń sọ. Anyway, do Baba Mohbad gan kò tí máa lẹ́nu nígbà yẹn. So we go ṣe wa kò tí máa wá sórí TikTok. Wọ́n máa ń gbé wá ní sí until ìgbà tí mo wá sọ pé okay o ó yẹ kó uno kó máa ṣe títí ẹ̀.
Yes.
Àwọn tó ń gift ọkọ máa gift ẹ̀ kó dẹ̀ máa bá wẹ̀. So now wọ́n wá lọ láàrin ara wọn ní December àwọn tó ń ṣe group wọ́n ní woman yẹn wà nù wọ́n ní bọ̀bọ̀ kan tó ń pè ní bossman bóyá tí máa gbọ́rọ̀ kan yẹn di bossman.
Yes.
Wọ́n ní yẹn náà wà àwọn èèyàn kan comrade Moses ríṣiríṣi wọ́n ṣàkóra àwọn ọjọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn mo mọ̀ bóyá no mo fẹ́ porúkọ bọ̀bọ̀ yìí ó lè má sí mi wọn ní porúkọ yẹn. So wọ́n ṣàwà bẹ́ẹ̀ okay. Supreme no ọ̀rẹ́ kan tó ń pè ní Suzy Empire. They were all there, doing well, trying to provide solution. All these American people. But they want it exactly the same way it happened in America. So and I love that vibe because that was my vibe too. Sure you get. So they said that when they were in a meeting with Muyiwa, Baba Mohbad, others and co, that there was a lot of frustration, that they wanted to get Agbakuba. A moment no, son.
Did I hear about that?
Agbakuba. So now, one fact by man was the case tele. Okay. So one it was turned down. Okay. One such a census. So Muyiwasa the continue Muyiwasha Fesha on lo at the end of the day, that was what worked. Okay, Olisa Agbakuba.
Olive Agbakuba.
Olisa Agbakuba. So now, one shani son, yeah. So they now said that right, it was what Muyiwa wanted. Losha dominate the gathering, so some group did not like it. But people shema logbe and took in son well that is odumosun to in barrister time. I want to be son wole. No group, no public. That is no meeting one by. So Muyiwa say Muyiwa has an agenda. And Muyiwa to secretly loshi GoFundMe. In December 2023. Muyiwa to loshi GoFundMe. That is why, as I'm speaking to you right now, type online. If you have your phone, it's a quick research you can do it. Type Justice for Mohbad GoFundMe. Scroll down. Worry the first GoFundMe, the first money that was donated in that GoFundMe. So GoFundMe, not part of what reactivates in April. And I was even against it, which I will tell you the reason why I was against it, which makes sense. Okay. Why? What kilo for to fish GoFundMe in the first place? As who? That the fish kenny. And yet I want tani. Like joke. Okay, just the day, you just wake up. And this whole thing came from Igbati at that foundation she GoFundMe. Contribute to foundation. So you give us the money, right? Give us the money, we'll go get the lawyer. So one out of something let them pay end the GoFundMe, we will do our own. So no about credit here. but kò lọ ó ṣe kò sẹ́ni tó mọ̀ ó mọ̀ pé blogger ń sìn wọ́n mọ̀ blogger but
Yes.
èmi lè sáré mo ní I have integrity and people already. That's what this family don't understand, that with that public they cannot even get anywhere with this case.
Yes.
Bloggers already have their fans. They know people that they will call together, that will bring things together. But anyone people to repay in Baba Mubad, Abi Ya Mubad, so everything belongs to you. Please be grateful. Be grateful. There are people that sometimes to even publicize their case, you have to pay money. You have to pay money for your case to publicize some in some cases. You know. So now, you know, I have said all I could say. Let's have 2 accounts, you know, and later on, 2 accounts was not existing. Wema Bank for Bamobad personal need, Access Bank for general contribution. What's going on? These are the things that I suggested on this platform. So when this woman they call Iron Lady Supreme, when she came on January, she was saying that, are we even aware that there's 2 accounts created, there's 2 signatory to it? One is Moyiwa, one is Baba Mobad. She was saying it confidently because she was dealing with them behind the scene. Just like our critical thinker. So I want the first critical thinker number 1. I want people. If it's one any problem, ni pe ìgbà ton le ki baba wa sign, baba ko.
But Papa, why didn't he sign?
I'm a debe. So you see, like you can't hear everything. Unless if you just want me to talk about a specific part, I can talk about it. But if I have to talk about everything, you need all those information together. And everybody, but our vengeance won't need all this information. Because the same thing keep repeating itself again.
Yes.
Same thing people complain about then. They are still complaining about it now. So you should know where they are coming from. I mean, do you have evidence in your hand that anybody here is a killer, anybody here is a scammer? If you have it, expose them.
Yes.
Nobody should cover up anybody. Evidence. You want to have evidence, they don't have against evidence.
They don't have more evidence. None.
You know? So now, the woman was talking about it, right? So, I like intelligent conversation. I like people who are desperate and who are ready to go any lengths to achieve justice for Mohbad. So when I heard that woman talking, that Supreme Iron Lady, she made a lot of sense. You know, I said, look at a mother here, leaving her job and coming here to spend her own money. She was spending her own money. Right? She was at the same time trying to tell people that come. Underground. These people they don't merit it. We are giving them a lot of attention. I think they probably better stand on their own. Because the family, I have dealt with them and they are not what I thought. So she was saying those things then. So I want you me. Some said they didn't like it. One like one continue my song by. So understand? One want to woman. One hate me there. If you think I want your daddy, 20 beres hate me near. Pe mo buy lo mi láyé lórí platform mi. Ko a ma sọ nǹkan tó wà against baba. Okay? Ṣé kò evidence. Ko a ma sọ pé mo gba láyé. So wọ́n wá torí pé mo gba yan láyé. Kẹ́ni yẹn wá sọ títí ẹ̀. Wọ́n wá torí ẹ̀. Kí mo bá wọn níjà o. Mo offend any of them. And if I ever offended any of you or did something bad to you, let's display evidence now.
That's what they wanted to do. That's what they wanted to do to my platform.
They don't like to hear truth. Okay. And you know what? You know what I thank God for? I thank God that that with them, without them, like my position and ground in J4M is standing. Is standing because I mean well. I'm not saying it because I want to achieve something. I'm saying it because this is what every right human being should be saying. Anybody who cares should be saying what is concerning and helpful to another human being who is down. All right. So them now, and now look at another problem that we have. Ibiti problem meet one nipe. Okay. Gbogbo àwọn èmi ni comfy. Ibiti àwọn náà ti ń dórí dìde díẹ̀. So around that November, December 2023, comfy kò tí máa exist bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. Òun bí pé mo wá wo kan tó ṣẹlẹ̀, mo lọ. Ẹ máa gbọ́ ti comfy o. Òun olórí ilé tó di ya láta sórí just for Mohbad tó mọ left and right. Tap the screen. Don't change by come and tap the screen. Come out Telegram, whatever. Right. So all that
But Papa, I want to ask, what does tap means?
On pè wọ́n ní grow host. Èmi náà ti ṣeré nígbà kan, mo ti ṣeré nígbà kan like be 5-7 years ago ní TikTok. Àwọn èèyàn máa ń build account. Tẹ́ bá lọ sí live wọn, wọ́n máa gbọ́ pé mute, wọ́n máa gbọ́ follow for follow. Nǹkan tó máa ń ṣe nìyẹn. You understand? So one of them build each other account. For example, if I get first 1K, 10K, they will help you build your account. Like it's a community that comes together. All they do is follow me, I follow you back. So hosting, I come on,
Papa, I want to ask.
Yes.
As a normal person whose brain is functioning right, do you just follow somebody because of do people follow account for following sake, or they follow because of the value of that person?
Thank you very much. Everybody is desperate, and everybody will have to start from somewhere. Now look at it. Okay. The disturbing fact here, okay, which is also reasonable. The concerning fact, yeah, which is also reasonable, is that sometimes people have things to say, which is very educative and that is helpful, right? That is good for people's well-being. They don't have the amount of followers like 1,000 to start live. At that time, you need 1,000 followers to start live stream. So those places, they are there to quickly boost your numbers for you to meet up to TikTok's basic requirement. Because sometimes before this app will begin to recognize you, you must have done things that the app must have seen you, so constant. So they have to have seen that you are so active. The algorithm checks a lot of things. So you understand? That's why when some people now get that 1,000 followers or 2 or 5,000, then they now stop looking for them. They now focus on their content. Then now when they now start their content, those who have followed them before, so now we don't like what they are doing, they will now unfollow them. Then now they will now start having true followership. It's just like this my account, right? I have many accounts. Right? I do many things. I have an account where I teach subjects. I have an account where I talk about dating, matchmaking. I talk about so many different things. I've done different things on this app. Yes, so I can say maybe Baba Bobo Tibobo Bobo Tibobo.
Like
one good thing about me is that in whatever I do, I will try to consider human interest, how it can benefit them and be better for them. Yes, I do not like people enjoying at the detriment of other people. Never. I don't have such history in my entire generation, in my family, not even in this little time that I've left this earth. It's not part of us. We say it like this till whenever. So, and that is what they cannot confront. They have not seen no one like me before. So I look like Angel Michael to confuse. So now, they misunderstood Supreme Iron Lady. And when they misunderstand you, the first thing they start saying is that, in your long bankroll here, like you now that you are here, just try. Just be doing your own thing. Your own thing. Don't even say anything about Baba or whatever. They will just wake up and say that you have been paid by PS. Right? I just start saying it.
They said, yeah, now. They didn't know that I don't know Lagata. They didn't know I didn't know him. Now, because I gave Lagata a platform to exonerate himself from the lies of he stole 110 million for Baba Mohbad's TikTok. He stole 12 million. They were calling him thieves. You are calling Lagata thief, but you didn't give him your platform to prove himself wrong. But because I gave Lagata platform to give himself wrong, these dirty charlatans now went to go and be doing their TikTok. They now
that charlatans, that name, They go come for you. That charlatans where they call them.
I am their daddy, their grandpa.
You are their death end.
I am.
Their death end.
One thing I know for sure that they can't play that card with me because me, I have time.
Let
Now,
me take water. Speak on.
I'm
Let me take
sorry.
water.
Okay.
I can hear you. Speak on.
They now said that me, I already knew Lagata. That Lagata has paid me. Lagata has paid me. Okay. That I purposely brought Lagata up. That why didn't I stop Lagata when he was showing the WhatsApp chat between himself and Baba Mubad? Nobody called me bias. Nobody said I am being biased when they were using my platform to call Lagata all sort of names. They even call your own name too.
Wow.
Yes, now.
Emiomo.
No, I'm not joking. I'm serious.
They will never bring you evidence. Yala yeah, they will never.
There was no evidence.
My phone only 1 million. Somebody try it.
There was no
Somebody the
evidence.
evidence. Well.
They even called your name dear. They call, they say Papariano they said a lot of things.
And if you don't have your own mind, they will just make you hate me even without talking to me. Even
So
without talking to me, what he hating me already.
they wanted me to adopt their enemy. That is Lagata.
No, you see, brother, let me tell you something, right? Even if you must adopt someone's enemy, it must be reasonable.
Yes, now.
Can you one day prove okay, Lagata, okay, Ojimolowo? You understand? If they
Uh,
can prove that Lagata stole their money, or this is the big evidence that they have against him, and it is obvious to you, you have no
yes,
reason to not automatically.
yes.
That makes sense.
Now,
Like amazing, I can fight your fight for you, but I must say something.
yes. So now they were on my platform for like 3 4 hours. So they were cursing, calling people all sort of names. Your name was even included. They said one person, maybe New York Daddy. Abi, they call Lagata. Now, when they said all those things for 3 to 4 hours, so they were cursing. They were like 4 to 5 on my platform. I was like this. I was looking at them. I didn't say anything. The reason why I left,
You okay? They said one man from America called New York something hotel.
yes,
There was one man on my platform that said that he loves my integrity, whatever, that is willing to work with me in the future, whatever, give me a job, whatever, I know I've not even contacted, I've not even tried to check on the person. And they already started flying with fake information. Wow.
let me crack you up. Somebody came to my DM and said, "Oh, they like what I'm doing." You are talking to me, oh, a big man like me. Oh. He said they like what I'm doing, that they want to buy me a data.
See, a low what Lagata goni. Let's be
Exactly.
frank. How much can Lagata spend out?
Now, yeah, oh, yeah.
Share the TCP people, they rubbish like them. I want
Now,
data.
now you have not laughed, though. So I was not tagged as a biased person when they were on my live stream for 3 to 4 hours, cursing people, abusing people, calling people all sort of names, which includes Lagata, calling him a thief. You, Papariano, I've never met you before. Today is the first time I'm meeting you. That was the same thing. That was the same way I met Lagata. Do you get? That Mr. Gressy himself has been coming to my platform with those confused, useless, and bitter,
Miscreants.
depressed,
Miscreants.
glutton miscreants.
Charlatans.
I allowed them to come and display themselves. Now, just because I now gave Lagata the platform to prove himself that he didn't steal for Baba Mohbad as they were ranting about. Lagata was showing the evidence, WhatsApp communication between himself and Baba Mohbad. Even voice message was included. They couldn't counter that. They couldn't counter it. They now went to their alt to be saying, beneficiary Onulade, only your name. There's one useless woman who I even thought was a man.
Is it G-Babe or is it 70?
That's
I want your beast.
that permanent
I want your beast. Shebi no be that don't forward tell di Lagata nínú kini now in picture.
That one looks like a tandy bottle now. Do you know that drink?
Don't forward tell di Lagata.
She denied. Do you know that drink, tandy? That is how short she is. She looks like this by Jack Daniels bottle. She looks like this. Very short, ugly, and dirty. So now, because they couldn't win me to their camp, they now said, I've been paid. I purposely brought Lagata, that I've known Lagata for a long time. I was like, who are all these miscreants? Who are all these program and scripted charlatans? You people think everybody is like you, who are money mongering. Some of them thinks.
I'm gonna disconnect you, okay? I'm gonna add you back. Okay, is that okay?
Okay.
Hello? Yeah.
Okay.
Hello? Yeah. Guys, you know what? Go to him. Tell him to restart his live stream. Yes, he had a bottle of wine there. Exactly. So they distract him. So tell him to restart, to be able to remove that and let him restart it. And let him take all those things away. My own account strong. I don't know. See me at any come back share. Share TikTok put me here as kingy, as Obama. People don't flag me tired, nothing they work. Tolani said they went to create hundreds and thousands of accounts to come bring this account down. In fact, they even tell me that time that they give me 7 days. This is my account. Now no go area. I just do like this. I say this account we don't collect lion tire. We TikTok they collect percentage. Now you won't come bring it down. You saw the TikTok go let you bring it down. You saw the TikTok it go let you bring this account down. You sure? And they are fighting. They are fighting. And they keep fighting. Oh my shoe. Until today, they are all breaking apart. You will see York Daddy drag Tony Peperepe. Confi drag Ayekoto. Ayekoto drag Rich Grace. Rich Grace drag Buki Jesse. These are the same people that were fighting me. Now, this proverb of Bashanton Fino Yale, one pada Fino Yawo Titun. Now, their head was supposed to talk that thing. The same cane where Baba Mohbad take flogos. Now he take the floggle of a small. One thing no Buki Jesse. One shiman no nye teku. Na small na remain. Mo kona just wait to that passion ten sonye. On lo fi no gbogbo yin. And for my own platform for you, if you know I make a use passion like you, no step on my toes. Because I don't dare like into another transcend. Passion deo. I don't hear that they talk and say, Papariano, the same way he blocked us, he go block una. I no go block if you no cross your boundary, if you respect yourself. But don't forget, we are not meant to be together forever. The moment you start, playing Maradona around me I know well, I go do you Benzema. I go do you Benzema. I no be your papa. You must not be with me forever. But one thing for sure, respect yourself, I respect myself. I will not come your lane, don't come my lane. That passion tí mo fi na ìyálé, mo sì máa fi na ìyàwó títún tó bá ṣèṣekúṣe. Get that into your head. Once you know that, you can jejely excuse yourself so that that point will not come that I will use the same cane on you, because that cane exists. It exists too with me. And it's not by force, like I said. You have the option to. As you see, Celestia, the guy just jejely waka comot. If they wait for Papariano downfall, if they try so hard, Cele don't try everything. He don't use candle, black candle, yellow candle, purple candle. Nothing happen. Cele don't try, nothing happen. Cele no nothing good. All right, yeah. It's like good. You can't make me feel like say make I take bottle now. But me I no go show my own. Even if I show, me I be TikTok paddy. Me and TikTok we don't go far. Timbati, wow, okay.
Yeah,
Nothing.
it is because it's this account. If it was that my account, that one they don't use to strike me. That one, yes. That was the day they flagged that account now. That's why I'm.
Yeah, you can bring. Oh yeah, where's Lagata? I think Lagata should be able to join this one. Is it still live?
I don't know. I'm trying to.
Let me check. Let me check.
Please do.
Because gbogbo ṣìtàn ṣe justice our justice our. Èmi inú wọn ò tẹ̀lé wọn mọ́ láéláé. You will never see them. I know how this TikTok work now. One come change, one come disappear. You will never see them again.
They used to, even now, God, they still change their name every time.
During that election time, you know, see how people take risks during that OB stuff, Tinubu time. Some of them you can't even recognize them again. Since then, I don't know how those people did the flow. They could just come like misbehave. Now you got there yourself, know what you want. You that you know you are there to be forever. You have to be guided. Those ones are temporary. Let them be foolish.
That's why they are changing their names up and down. That's why some of them don't show their cameras, don't show their pictures. But what the question is, what are they hiding?
In your be vengeance, one no ten low voice changer.
Voice changer. So at a time, they are not even honest with themselves. Do you know that you can never be honest with anybody if you are not honest with yourself? Like now, let me put it like this. You cannot slave for anybody if you cannot slave for yourself. It goes beyond the phrase slave. It means you cannot give what you don't have. You know what I noticed, Papariano? Let us be factual. Do you know that some of us that is demanding for justice for Mohbad, we are not demanding for justice for Mohbad because of whatever the general public may think or are in the justice for Mohbad for. Some of us, we are emotionally connected to the circumstances that claimed the life of that boy. And even when we want to shut up, even when we don't want to say anything, when we are alone, I can see, when we are alone, we may want to not talk about it, that, oh, I'm tired, you know. But when we are alone, looking back, see how distracted we were in 2023 when the boy really died. The boy didn't die on the 12th, he died on the 11th.
Fact. That is the first fact. Anybody want justice, to ban your opinion, want justice.
The boy never died in Ikorodu, where he went for a show on the 10th. He died in his house on the 11th. Because how come he got swollen and smelling if he actually died on the 12th. We
Sorry for the
didn't.
loss.
Yeah, it's okay. We didn't take my mother to the morgue. My mother was laid on her bed in my father's house till the following day that we buried her. She didn't smell. We didn't embalm her. We lay her down on the bed. We clean her up. I was there throughout the following day. So if Mohbad died on the 12th, how come he was smelling on the 13th that he was buried? How did he become swollen? That means he died on the 11th. That is why he was able to smell. Remember, there was a cut in his body, which allows the air to penetrate into his cell. First thing people must know, there was a cut. And it enables air to penetrate. Remember, there was no life in his body again to breathe out the air. So he accommodated all the air that came through his system because of the cut. Let us not forget, there was a script that was pushed, which clearly says he died of ear infection. Who pushed that narrative? Gistlover. Now remember that the entire Nigerians that was manipulated, was not aware about the WhatsApp group. Not until 1 year and 10 months that very dark man helped us to discover that WhatsApp group. Let us not forget that when they push the narrative of ear infection, some of us are too intelligent. We counter it on Instagram. What happened next? They called it to say his friend by name, Prime Boy, fought him and stabbed him with this knife of Obe. Only for us to find out that Prime Boy and Mohbad didn't fight. Mohbad was fighting his wife, his girlfriend rather, and Prime Boy was settling them. Let us not forget that this Prime Boy was not even in the house when the boy died, but he was sent to prison for 4 months. Whereas the people that was in the house when Mohbad died, they are still working freely. Now, let us ask this question. Why was Iyabo Ojo shielding Wunmi from speaking to the public when Mohbad newly died? What was Iyabo Ojo's relationship with the Alobas that she was in the forefront to prevent Wunmi from being held accountable for what transpired in the house that claimed the lives of late Mohbad? Why was Adura being prevented by the mother when he was a key witness to what transpired in the house, which claimed the lives of Mohbad?